I'm doing CNC machining with my homemade 3-axis CNC mill. Right now you can see it moving back and forth across. I'm cutting a piece of wood. That cover over it keeps all the sawdust from getting up into the motor and the lead screws and such. But I'm running Mach 3. Again, this is my face being carved just because no one else lets me scan them. But I'm on the finishing cut, so the roughing cut's been performed already, and now a finer tool is going back and forth over the surface for details. You can see I've added a really huge counterweight. The problem I was having before, when the system moved in Z, it would bind because of this big lever arm that comes from the spindle. As you can see, the spindle motor hangs directly out from the Z-axis, and so by adding, I think this thing weighs about 8 pounds. So before I tried using a pulley above that was lifting over the motor, but that didn't work too well. What I did here is I tried different weights until if I loosened the bottom of the Z-axis, it would rock freely back and forth. So the weight on the left is pretty well balanced with the weight on the right. And as you can see, it's moving up and down pretty nicely without problems. This NEMA 23 motor has no problem at all moving 16 pounds or so up and down in the Z-axis. So, the mill itself started life as an engraver. That's where my X and Y axes came from. I removed all the engraver stuff from the work platform and added this Z-axis myself. And then I added a spindle from one of my Unimat machines. I have a couple others here. This is a CNC rotary engraver modified from a Unimat, and that's a 3-axis milling machine also from a Unimat. So at some point in life I bought 3 of them. For now I'm using this spindle here for the mill. And I will include a picture of the finished product. It should be done in about 10 minutes.